The Climb is one of the buggiest games that I have ever played. Constant crashes, glitches, and pop-ups galore. There are a few of my least favorite things. That was like a weird kind of Sound of Music riff. I stopped counting at 12 crashes while doing this review, and that may not sound like a lot, but I played the game for only 9 days. That's more crashes than days of playing. That's this good old game specialty. The game was developed by Crytek in partnership with Oculus, so how poorly this game runs just boggles my mind. What blows my mind even more is that I actually like this game.
For self-improvement, crafts, and fitness games, go ahead and turn on YouTube and watch Jack.
The entire point of The Climb is all about one single activity: running. Just kidding, of course. It's all about climbing up and down and all around beautiful terrains. You start in this actually pretty great tutorial that teaches you the controls and kind of explore the world in this whole kind of empty void. You get to try out the different mechanics. Once you finish that, you get to explore 3 very different environments. This game is just incredibly basic in its premise that is sold very well in VR. This whole package comes wrapped up for $30. When I originally heard about this game, I heard it in the context that this is going to be a great shoulder exercise, and considering this whole point of this YouTube channel is fitness, I figured, hey, let me buy the game and see how good of a workout this is truly going to be. And let me tell you, look at my shoulders. It's a pretty good workout. Right away, let me set the gameplay. You hold both controllers in each arm and grab onto different ledges, holding onto the trigger. You then have to pull yourself up or down or whatever direction you need to go in order to grab the next ledge, or you can jump and grab the next ledge or do whatever it takes to get to the next part of the level. When you grab onto the ledge and have a hand free, your energy meter drains. You can see it on kind of like your wrist there. The gameplay comes when you must decide what branching path you will go based on how much energy you have left. And, this is combined with how fast you want to get there in order to beat the level.
While the one that is not holding gains stamina. While you lose stamina, you start to sweat.
That gameplay gets a little bit more complicated from different types of ledges, such as these crumbling ones or these ones that are spiked that will drain your energy in an excessive rate and make your field of view smaller. All that makes the game way more challenging than you originally thought it would be. There are also challenges from these giant wide spaces where you have to jump and time everything perfectly. The core mechanic of climbing in virtual reality is just amazing, and this game turns it just truly into perfection. I thought I loved the climbing in something like Wii Fit, but VR mixed with this game's mechanics is truly just perfect. You better hurry through each level though, since your completion time for the level dictates your score, which can reach up to 3 stars. Once you start getting enough stars, and then you start unlocking new levels, and there's other challenges and stuff to get new gloves. The challenge comes from that whole balance of trying to move fast enough while keeping your hand's energy meter empty enough not to fall and scream to your death, such as this. What a great animation of me dying. As you play through the level, you'll eventually learn each of the shortcuts and how to optimize your path in order to get that 3 stars on every single level. Each level of the climb is about 3 to 10 minutes long, allowing you to kind of feel a workout on your shoulders. Of course, this being a virtual reality video game, this is not anything of a workout compared to actual rock climbing, but it still burns in like a way most VR games don't. Most VR games kind of focus on cardio activities such as boxing, which, gets these shoulders burning from more of like a horizontal standpoint. This game goes for, and I'm going to break the screen for this, vertical movements where your hands are all the way up and you're just kind of constantly pulling yourself up. I honestly did feel a little bit sore from playing the climb after each of my days. The 3 environments you climb in are always very beautiful and pushed the Quest 1 to its breaking point when this originally came out. As a side note, I am playing this on Quest 3, which is a lot more powerful than the original Quest 1. If you have a powerful enough gaming rig to run PC VR, then you are in a visual treat because you can get it from there and then you'll get even better visuals. For the 3 environments, you will climb in the winter wonderland of the Alps. You'll also swing around the kind of like jungle tropical vibes of Southeast Asia, and you'll also die a lot in the American deserts. As I previously mentioned in a few videos, my family is originally from Phoenix, Arizona area. I moved over to Illinois, or I was born in Illinois. My parents moved over to there for jobs. So, I get to go back to Arizona every year to see my family and my grandparents. So I get to visit locations like the Grand Canyon section each year. This game does bring back fond memories of me jumping around different areas in Sonoma and Cave Creek with my parents, my wife, and my siblings. So this, will probably color my vision. In reality, however, the 3 environments with 3 main levels each leave only 19 minutes of core gameplay. Most of the levels are kind of like blended with each other due to the 3 environments kind of being within the same for each level. They're not really distinct enough from each other so I can know like, oh, this is level 2 of the Alps versus level 3 of the Alps. Like they all kind of blended together. Sure, there are shortcuts and challenging levels after unlocking each enough stars, but there are only 2 more per environment. So in total, there's 5 levels for each environment, 2 of which are short challenge levels. There are like hidden gnomes and like hidden cameras you can find and locate, but I just kind of need more core content from this game. I'm expecting to play this game for like 30 days, but in reality, I beat it within 9. It's just kind of a short game for the $30 asking price. Heck, in comparison with my highest reviewed virtual reality game, Swarm, that was just $15. That provided me with way more content and entertainment than the climb ever could. While doing this game, I was calculating playing it for 30 days. Like I said, I play it for 9. So I didn't even bother, calculating my calories for this challenge. Just note that it's not substantial and most of the workout's just going to be vertically from your shoulders. The lack of content isn't even my main problem with this game. Like I said previously, this thing is buggy beyond belief. And I truly mean that. Constant falling through geometry, texture pop-ins while I'm just a little bit away, and the before mentioned crashes. Oh, the crashes. I've had this game crash during the startup screen with like the company's logo just playing. Like every time I play it, like the company logo just freezes. It's like, okay, so you can't even run the intro cutscene for the game? That's promising. This whole thing is kind of crazy because this is something literally promoted by Oculus Studios. Just close your eyes for a second and imagine if like Nintendo would put out like a buggy Pokemon game. Like that would never happen in a million years. Or imagine if like Sony would like put a PC game that would force an update to like require PSN or something, which is just not something in most countries. Like that would also never happen. Both of these things are things that would never ever happen, but yet Oculus Studios having a buggy game is something that I've constantly experienced owning VR. However, what keeps me going playing this game was how good that gameplay and the core mechanics are. The triumph of like reaching the top of a difficult level with barely enough energy left is just so rewarding. I loved kind of getting my shoulders sore from like the hanging there. I just hit the mic, I'm sorry. From hanging there on like a different ledge, waiting for my recovery to happen. And I'm not holding there, I'm holding from like up here. And as you can tell, I'm a really fat dude, so, you know, that's a lot of energy being burned. I love trying to tackle all the side quests and getting all of the gloves. It just needs a bit more polish and a bit more content for me to enjoy. And I would give this game like a whole recommendation. I'll be like, this game is amazing. You should buy it now. But for now, it's just maybe also like a $10 decrease. You know, I would also give this game probably like a mediocre review. But, you know, overall, I just can't recommend The Climb. Despite the decent reviews on the Steam page and the mechanics just awesome and engagement and the core gameplay, the game itself is just a slog. There's a sequel, The Climb 2, that I do plan on checking out and reviewing. I will see if this is much better as it was made for the MetaQuest 2. Whereas, of course, this game was made for the MetaQuest 1, and I'm playing it on the 3, so I'm like using super advanced hardware. It's like playing a PlayStation 3, using a PlayStation 3 to play a PlayStation 1 game. It's like, wow, this is not that good. While it's time for me to put away the gloves for climbing, I hope to bring them out for the future. So guys, that's it for today's review of The Climb. If you have any suggested challenges for me, then please leave them down below. I try and do new challenges every single week, so I need you guys to give me some ideas. While you are down there, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am hopefully trying to release more content and better content, such as using my brand new microphone. I'm trying to do all this stuff to try and hit 100,000, or not 100,000, Jesus, 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Visit my website, jack-jenkins.com. Follow me on X and Instagram at TrueJackJank. Lastly, I want you guys to have an amazing day. If you are wondering how you can improve your life, just understand that you can't do it alone. You need motivation, both internal and external. So that's why I'm probably doing these videos, is because I can, use this as motivation to try and lose weight and get all fit and strong. But if you want to lose weight, you need to do it with friends in a community. You can change yourself and self-improve together. I keep adding stuff onto my catchphrase and it makes me fumble over my words. So guys, have an amazing day. You're all awesome.